What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the smithy. Sorry I haven't posted a video in a little while, been crazy busy, but finally found some time to make a new video project. Today's is going to be a fun, short one wherein I finish and attach the bracers that I have printed these long before I had my camera, but I have gotten in my bodysuit for my Clone Trooper kit that goes underneath my armor. If you guys follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you might have seen that. If you don't follow me, you should, because that's where I post little updates and things like that, or images and videos of little side projects that I don't think merit a full video. So you should go follow me on Facebook and Instagram. But anyway, today I'm going to make these, get these sanded down and attached and painted, and devise a little system for attaching this insert. These pieces that are normally single, I had to make into two pieces because I have a relatively wide hand compared to the thickness of my forearm, so it was rather hard for me to get my arm in here without it hurting a bit. So I went ahead, sliced this out with my slicing software, and have made it two pieces, and I'm going to create a system that allows me to insert this and attach it that will let it stay in place despite me putting it through some abuse, like playing airsoft, running around, all that. So that's what we got going today. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and thanks for tuning in. Let's get to it. Of course, I've got to use my rangefinder to see when it's nice and truly smooth. Now, something tells me I should let you guys watch me spend hours sanding these things down to their finished state. However, I think some of you might actually like to do some more things with your day aside from watch this video. So in the interest of time and keeping y'all's attention, let me go ahead and cut to when I'm done sanding these things. Hoo-wee! Alright, after several mind-numbingly tedious hours, I have all the parts sanded. Those of us that do 3D printing know how annoying it is to sand, but also how important it is for a easy to work with and high quality finished product. So now that that's done, I can work on attaching the little snaps for the bodysuit so that it'll actually stay in place when I'm wearing it. And then I can go ahead and start building the attachment system for the inserts. So let's get to it. First things first, I'm going to use my snap setters to install the snaps that the bracers will attach to onto the bodysuit. I'm using a set of previously printed clone bracers to test the location and functionality of the snaps I'm installing on the bodysuit. Now you can see that I'm gluing the snaps that the insert's attached to onto the inside of the bracers. The next step is to create the component that connects the insert to the bracer itself. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and take the steel wire, take my drill, and start installing the little pegs that are going to hold this thing in the bracer. Let's do it. Aside from just being busy, a big factor in why it took me so long to post this video is that I had trouble conceptualizing how I was going to attach the inserts to the bracers. As much as possible, I try to think out and think through the build as much as I can before I actually get to it. Having so much trouble deciding how I was going to attach the pieces together delayed me considerably. After about an hour of drilling, I was able to attach the pegs into the insert so that it could fit snugly into the bracer. You can see here I'm cutting a piece of elastic and attaching a snap to either end. One snap attaches inside of the insert,
the other snap attaches inside of the bracer. This means that if the elastic ever wears out or gets damaged, I can simply replace it with another one. You can see here that I've proved the concept that I was going for attaching the insert to the bracer. It may need a little adjusting and fine-tuning, but overall it works very well. This stage, I can go ahead and do this to the second one, and then we can jump into painting.
It's hard to tell in this video, but I'm modifying my paint style a bit from the gloves so that I can produce an effect on the multicam that's a little more similar to my helmet. We'll see how this turns out. I'm really excited to try it. As with the previous video, as we approach the end of the painting process, I'll give you a snapshot of the kit completely assembled as it currently stands. Alright, they're done, and I'm so pleased with how they turned out. If you're wondering why in that picture you only could see my right arm, it's because this trooper is currently injured and wishing he had some Bacta to speed up the healing process. I've got a few stitches on my wrist, hand area right here that are preventing me from donning my other bracer. So, can't give you a full shot, finished shot from this project, but if you're impatient, go follow me on Facebook, Instagram. In about a week when I get these stitches out, I'm absolutely going to post a proper shot of the kit as it currently stands. Otherwise, just wait for the next video. It's absolutely going to be in there. So before we finish up the video, let's cut to a little clip where I actually show how I design these things to work. So let's do that and wrap it up. Alright, now that I'm out of all that and can move a little more easily and don't have to worry about this as much, I can show you exactly how I built this. So just to prove I do have it, here is bracer 1 and 2, both finished, both looking fantastic. I can show you real quick how they work. It's relatively simple. What I ended up doing was taking my Dremel and slicing in small grooves and inserting steel wire into it, and then slicing in grooves into the insert. That way, all I have to do is take the insert and slide it into those grooves, and it stays in. Nice, it locks itself in, but the issue I had with that was that it doesn't necessarily want to stay. Doesn't really want to fall out super easy, but once I get running and going in field, playing airsoft, doing all that fun stuff, probably gonna shake loose. So what I did was, as you saw earlier, I attached a snap to the back of the insert, and I attached a snap to the inside of the bracer, and then grabbed a piece of Velcro, not Velcro, elastic. Grabbed a piece of elastic, attached 2 snaps, one to either end. Then attach that to the bracer and to the insert to come up with this. So inside you can see there's the elastic running down the length of it. Outside all you see is the insert positioned in a very strange way right here. So all I do is when I put it on, I'll do it without the bodysuit. All I do when I put it on is once the bracer is snapped to the bodysuit back here, I just take this, pull it up. This is obviously a little bit harder with the splint on my arm, but oh well. And then I just make sure all the grooves are lined up. I said it was difficult with this splint. Like that. The elastic locks it into place, keeps it in. Nice and easy, pretty strong, pretty durable. Overall, I like my concept. I wasn't able to execute it quite as well as I wanted, but it did turn out a success. Going to see how well they perform in the field. Loving them so far. I modified my paint style, as I mentioned. These look a little bit different than the gloves, but overall it matches closer with my actual helmet. There's still some improvement to do on the painting. I think I've got it figured out now that I've done these, and we'll test it on the next project that I have to paint. But otherwise, love these overall. Learned some valuable lessons from this. Probably need to go with gloves that don't have a cuff because it starts to bunch up underneath the bracer and, you know, gets tight. There's not a lot of room to move. So at some point, may have to switch these gloves out for different ones, but because of the way I designed these, that's easy and quick. Love it. But otherwise, that's it for today. Next helmet project I do, that's exactly what I meant to say. No, next project that I do will absolutely be an update to the helmet for all those of you who seem to love my helmet videos. So stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, share, comment. That way you guys know when those new videos come out, and I love getting feedback. But otherwise, I love these things. They turned out so well. Can't wait to see how they do as I continue to build my kit. Will end with me attaching the parts and pieces together to the one that I have not done it to yet. So there, it's all attached. That elastic is a little bit tighter on this one, but there we go. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Again, like, subscribe, share, comment. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.